It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he could even make it to the 15. Across the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
I'm going to go. Let's go.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Henry. Now he's free at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10. Jackson. The hookup on the right side to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Easy. Yellow.
1st down.
Yellow.
1st and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Yellow.
1st and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Color.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught. It's ball. Well, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 9.
There's one. There's one.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You talk about this Chiefs defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
To throw is Jackson. And he is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now it's Jackson. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Hey, report!
Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Chiefs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, Ripley!
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Jackson now. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Henry running right. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. 62 yards on the fight that time. Wow. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost, and number 2,
and he will take it in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bucker is on target. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They will slither by. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
What?
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
It's a gain of 6. And the Ravens first down.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 76 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now, as he's got a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson, options out left. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. And now we're going to get a stoppage, as, yeah, that looks like Jackson, who's shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 14. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing here, Rush. Well, this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 44 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Man open left side as well. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
15. Yellow, yep.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now it's Mahomes again. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 32 on the play.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Rush. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 73 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Bucker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there off the track. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. To throw is Rush. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks by... Behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Back to throw, Rush. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the 1st down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Rush. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. And when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, That may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's across midfield to the 48. That one goes for 8 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
127 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up. The gun.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 2. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Hopkins with a quick feet. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here comes a reverse. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Nabi Matabike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Yellow. 180. 15. Attack. 15. Right side.
They go play fake. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Again, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. Rush working from the gun. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
Let's go. 70.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Well, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Rush. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Oh, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
They set up the screen to Hill. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so a long way away from kneel down time. So you got to work on getting first downs. Keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
That's laid out deep for Rice. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Rush to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing here, Rush. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Rush. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now Rush. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
First and 10.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he is in for the two. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up first and 10 here. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 57.
Mahomes will throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And that's caught inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80.
Mahomes to throw it. Mahomes will do it himself. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Here's first and 10.
Yellow. My side. My side.
Here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District. The Chiefs have won the football game. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like